you have ever suffered from chronic pain due to a nerve injury, you know just how debilitating it can be. So we are talking about a new procedure that is designed to help. And joining me this morning are Dr. Brandon Smetana, orthopedic surgeon at Indiana Hand and Shoulder Center, along with his patient, Benjamin. Benjamin, I understand you're from Frankfurt originally, but you have quite a story, quite a journey with your pain. Why don't we start with you? Tell me what happened.
I was getting ready for work one morning and went to shut a back door, and it never really shut. So the third time I went a little bit forceful, and I wasn't looking at the door. I was looking at the girlfriend, and I shoved my hand through a small glass window on it, and it cut my nerves and my main artery in my left hand.
Oof. Dr. Smetana, that sounds horrible. Obviously nerve damage causing him quite a bit of pain. What happened after that?
So Benjamin actually went straight to the emergency room. He was treated by physicians that are trained in emergency care. And so they basically saved his life by stopping the bleeding that was happening was quite substantial. But one of the nerves that he injured is actually a nerve that's maybe a smaller nerve, not as important, but can go unrecognized. And so he actually had an unrecognized nerve injury that was untreated for quite some time after that.
So tell me about this procedure. I understand maybe not a whole lot of people know about something like this that could help them and not live with this chronic pain.
Yeah, so what happened in Benjamin's scenario is that he had a nerve injury that was untreated, and when a nerve becomes injured but is untreated, it tries to heal itself and forms kind of ball or scar within the nerve itself as it tries to heal, and that's called a neuroma. And that basically sends very abnormal signals back to the brain, which then gets interpreted as chronic pain. And so the treatment for that is to get rid of the neuroma or the painful nerve ending. And the kind of the innovative or new way of looking at it is to harness techniques and technology that are utilized in other parts of the body for nerve repair, and to treat that chronic pain by basically performing a nerve repair with techniques that are already out there and available.
So doctor, what do you want people to know? Let's give them some more information about how this could potentially help them, because it really is all about awareness, you say.
Yeah, so the information we have on how people are able to recover from nerve pain such as Benjamin's is that the earlier we can get to it, the better. Successes like Benjamin has, meaning diminishing the pain that he has, is quite often achievable even after a long period of time. But the successes and the degree to which we're able to have that, to see that improve, increases the sooner we're able to get to it.
Mm-hmm. Is it best then to come to you guys for an evaluation? Because I know all cases are different.
Yeah, so obviously that depends on the scenario, but certainly if there's any concern over a nerve injury from a trauma like Benjamin's when there's a cut, or even after a surgery, certainly those are higher risk scenarios for nerve injuries which could be causing pain. There are certain more difficult scenarios that may not be best to come to us directly, but certainly we'd be happy to see anyone and talk to anyone about those problems.
Absolutely. Okay, doctor, what is the best place to reach you guys, best place to get a hold of you? I understand we have a website, rethink-pain.com. Is that the best place there?
Yes, that's a great place to start really for anyone across the country that's dealing with nerve pain. That's a kind of a main center for physicians that are in tune with the latest techniques and technologies that are available to treat nerve pain.
All right, Doctor and Benjamin, thank you guys so much. We appreciate you sharing your story and offering us this knowledge. We'll put those links and hopefully helping some more other people as well on IndyStyle.tv. Thank you both.
Thank you so much.